have so many tips, I just don't even know where to start.
So this is the follow-up to my last video, which was really focused more on luxury. But this one is really where the meat and potatoes is. So you're going to see a ton of different websites that I've used. They're 100% online, and they're the ones that I use to source all of my Poshmark inventory. They're popular, trendy brands that will sell. No minimums, no reseller license required. And these sites are also incredible for holiday gifts. So the only favor I ask is that you please watch it to the end.
Hi again, this is Amber with Resale Genius, and I'm continuing the series about sharing all of my sourcing secrets. So special websites that some people know about, but most people don't, where you can get stuff for 95% off, up to 95% off, anywhere from designer brands to regular in-demand trending brands that will make you money on Poshmark. And at those prices, at those discounts, I mean, your margin is built in. So even if you sold it super, super low, you'd still be making money.
I just wanted to take a quick break and talk about break-even price, because you'll be seeing this on some of the examples that I'll be showing later. But basically, your break-even price is the price you paid plus any tax or shipping. These are just two quick samples of how you calculate it. So the one on the left is basically for any reselling model. So for example, like let's say you are selling on StockX, and you know the fee is 9.5% for your tier. You would do 1 minus 9.5% on the calculator, hit the percent button. And then on the right, you'll see Poshmark, which is price paid, including tax and shipping again. And then that 1 minus fee percentage, the 20% fee, if you do that on your calculator, it comes out to 0.80. So you divide your price paid by 0.80, and that's your break-even price. Now here we're talking about net profit margin. Net profit margin is important because it takes into consideration all of the costs and the fees and everything. And, you know, if you're looking at gross profit margin, then you're really just looking at like sales, and that doesn't tell the full picture. So in order to get your net profit, you would take your sold price and subtract from that your break even that you calculated. So that's where you get the net profit. And then you would divide that net profit by your sold price, and that gives you your net profit margin. And it's displayed as a percentage, so you can multiply it by 100 or just, you know, move the decimal 2 places. But yeah, I think net profit margin is important. It's much more important than gross. And that's what I will be sharing with you in some of the examples. Now, whenever you see price paid, just know that I have already put the price, taxes, and shipping, if applicable, into that price. So price paid includes all of that. And that's what I recommend you guys do, just to keep it simple. And here's a little bonus. The easy way to calculate Poshmark fees. This is just a really down and dirty. If you don't want to, you know, use a calculator, I know everybody, you can use a calculator and times it by 0.2, but you know, if you just want to do it quick on paper, this is what you do.
Site is BHFO. And luckily, I actually just got a package in, and I want to show you some of the things that I bought. And if you can see this box, those are my typical splurges, but sometimes I buy 1 or 2 things. It's also great for Christmas gifts and stuff too. But let's see what was in this one. I took a lot of stuff out, but just to show you kind of some stuff that's left. In philanthropy. Everything is new of tags. These are in philanthropy pants. I believe they are, actually, is this the sweatshirt? Yeah, sorry, that's the sweatshirt. I will display the price on the screen for you and what I paid. This is super cute. This is Charlie Holiday. It's a beautiful brand. This is great for winter. It's a super cozy fleece. oversized because I love oversized stuff. And one of my tricks is that when I'm sourcing for things, I usually get it in my size because then if I don't sell it, I can keep it. That's probably not good advice, so just forget that I said that, but that's what I do. Anyways, this is really cozy. I don't know if you can see, but it's just so nice. Love. And I also got it in gray because it was so inexpensive. And again, I will show you what I paid and what the retail price is. But isn't that great? Typically, this site has a lot of brands from places like Bloomingdale's, Macy's, Neiman Marcus, Saks. So your typical like low to high department store brands, which are kind of all the brands that sell well on Poshmark. And so one of the things that's really important for this site is to really know your brands. Now, because I am a total shopaholic and I've been selling for 20 years, I know a lot of these brands just like off the top of my head. So I think they have like, God, they must have 1,000 brands, and it changes all the time because they get new inventory all the time. But I know which brands to select, and I filter by brand like I do on the other sites. This one has a filter that you can do sort by highest discount, which is another really good one to sort by after you filter for the brands, and also low to high, because those are the ways that I really get the most value and find the stuff that would really, really sell and give you a huge profit margin. And everything comes really well packed in plastic with the tags. Never had any issues at all. If you did have an issue, they are a family-run business and they would be happy to make it right for you, I'm sure. And I will share a discount code for you at the end. And I'll give you some tips also on just the best ways to find things, because they have men's, they have women's, they have kids, they have shoes, they have accessories, but the search function is really bad. They also have an app. I wouldn't even recommend using the app because it's just very not user-friendly. So I use the website on my phone or on my laptop, and I will go through and show you exactly what I'm talking about, because it's not the kind of site where you can search like aqua red plaid fleece, like nothing will come up. Or if you spell the name slightly wrong, nothing will come up. If you search for like joggers, some stuff will come up, but like not everything. So there's really like a trick to using this site. And I will sit down so you can see my screen, and I will show you exactly what I do. And I'll show you some of these crazy deals because, like, seriously, I'm not kidding you. Like Free People for $4.99, or like Aqua for $4.99, or like Stuart Weitzman that are normally $6.50 for like $59. Like, I'm not kidding you guys. You're going to be so shocked, and hopefully you'll love me forever because I'm showing you this site, because I literally have not told anybody about this site ever. And yeah, it's that good. So here's something to watch out for. So I have been eyeing these Helston pants. They're joggers, and they were just called metallic joggers, right? But I could tell that they looked like leather from the picture. And they were, I'm gonna say they're around maybe 179. And so I put them in my favorites and I watched them for a while, and they got lower and they got lower. They were in my size. And the other secret about BHFO is that they do sales. Sometimes they'll do an extra 20% off clearance. Sometimes they'll do summer sale, just like random sales, okay? So I think it was either a 20% or a 30% off sale, and the price had gone down. So I ended up buying these. I will show you what I bought them for because I keep all of my receipts. But when they arrived, no joke, these are like $1,100 leather pants. Oh, you're never gonna see this, but I will try to show it to you anyways and maybe put it on the screen. 100% goat leather, and they're so beautiful and they're so soft and I love them. So don't always trust the retail price, and don't always trust like the materials and stuff. That's why it's really important to know your brands, know your prices. Don't be afraid to cross-reference. If something doesn't have a price tag on it, then you can just look it up. Like, for example, these in philanthropy, like you can go on to Neiman Marcus or Nordstrom.com and find these joggers from in philanthropy right now, and find the retail price, and you will be shocked because I believe I'm not going to say it. I'm going to actually post the price I bought it, and I'm going to show you. And here's one other tip for you guys. What I do, you can see this says receipts on it. I got this at Target. It was so cheap, it's like a cardboard box, but it looks nice. And if you look, this whole thing is filled with tags and receipts. So like these are all my Louis Vuitton tags and receipts. These are all like my recent tags and receipts. Some of my Fendi tags and receipts. So I have everything kind of like somewhat organized. And that way, no matter what, you can always post a copy of the redacted receipt online with your listing, and that gives buyers peace of mind that your item is authentic, that you bought it, direct from the store or what store you bought it from. And yeah, I just found this to be a good system. I'm sure there's a better system for this because this is like totally full. Oh, and maybe I'm a hoarder or something, but I have actually been getting better because what I do now is whenever I get a receipt, I use Adobe Cam Scanner, but there's other ones too, just any kind of scanning app, or you can just take a picture with your phone of the receipt, and then I save it to Dropbox or Google Docs or whatever, and I have an album in my phone of the receipts, and then I also have an album in my Dropbox of the receipts, and I title them on my Dropbox like Louis Vuitton, the date, and then something to remind me like Virgil Abloh pop-up or white boots or something like that, so I remember what's in the receipt. That really helps because you can find it easily, and if somebody wants a copy of the redacted receipt or you want to put it on your listing, you can easily find it. And it's just if you're selling, I just think it's imperative that you save tags and receipts. That's just how it is. You can also use YouCam Beauty or a similar photo app to turn like a long receipt into a square receipt by using their function on the YouCam Beauty app, which is called InstaSize, and that makes it automatically square without cutting off any edges. And there is a video about that on my YouTube channel, and there's also an article about that on my website, resellertips.com. I almost forgot Gilt. How could I not? It's been around for ages, but Gilt is also a really good place for you to find stuff to source for resale. Sometimes their stuff is overpriced, but a lot of times they have sales. I haven't had that much luck with luxury branded items, but when they have special sales for like Christmas or, Labor Day and things like that, or brands that I love, sometimes you can find some really great things. I got a pair of Chaser sweatpants that were around $125 retail. I think I got them for $19. So little things like that. They're really great at shoes too. Oh, and I love their home goods. If you want a steamer, okay, first of all, this is the steamer that you can get on my site, resellgenius.com. It's so cute. It's so little. You can pack it with you when you go on a trip. It's actually an iron and a steamer. And you put the water in here, plug it in, press the button. Don't ever do that with your face if it's plugged in. And you can just steam something super quick. And it's so light. I just love this. So yeah, if you buy one of the kits, maybe this steamer would be in there. But if you want one of those tall steamers that have like the clothing rack on it and stuff like that, that are like $400, I bought mine on Gilt. So the home section is really, really good for stuff like that. And yeah, stay tuned for my next video. Gosh, I've got a Russian blue, a Nebling, and he loves being in my videos. This is my baby kitty Pavlov. Say for Pavlov. Pavlov's such a baby. Such a baby. He's purring. You poor kitty. Now, of course, there's some websites that you probably have heard of. Nordstrom Rack, that's a really good one to search through, because especially when they have like final sales, there's always really good stuff. There's off Saks Fifth Avenue, again, online. Even the Saks Fifth Avenue regular site, when they have their designer sale, that's a really great time to buy stuff. So I've been there in person, and I've also bought online, and I've always found really good deals. I mean, there's things like Stella McCartney, what's that? Skull Cashmere. I love that brand. 360 Cashmere. Just really, really nice brands that you could get at up to 80% off. So those are great. Another kind of discounter for more higher end goods is the Outnet. And oh gosh, I could spend so much time on that site. It's a mobile app, or at least I use it on the mobile app. And again, filter by brand, search for, the price, low to high, and you can find Tory Burch, you can find every designer brand that you would get on Rent the Runway, you could find there, and more. Irv Ledger, Temperley London, just like, it's just so exciting and awesome. Less of like the Gucci's and stuff like that, because there are some rules in the US about being able to publicly sell those brands if you're like a retailer. So I do find that like the European sites that I mentioned have more of those high-end luxury brands, but you do find those sometimes. A lot of times on the US sites, if you do find Gucci, you'll be finding things like sunglasses, which is fine because you can also make a lot of money on that. So Outnet, definitely check it out. The other one is Bluefly. You probably heard of Bluefly. It's been around for ages. Not sure if you have, but if you haven't, you must check it out. They have tons and tons of great brands, contemporary brands, high-end luxury brands, and middle brands, but all popular brands that would sell really well on Poshmark, and at a great discount. So Bluefly is a really great one. And sometimes you'll see the same item on like Nordstrom Rack and Bluefly and off Saks, and you can kind of price compare and see which one is selling the cheapest. Because I do tend to think that a lot of these sites kind of discount their stuff at the same time, obviously. If you guys like this video and would like to hear about a particular topic, just drop me a comment and let me know. So thank you. I really appreciate your support, and I love making these videos, and I'm just really happy to share all of this information. Hopefully it helps.